Born in 1967, late DCP Usman Abdul Baki Kulia Umar joined the Nigerian police force in 1992. A graduate of biochemistry, he hails from Maiha local government of Adamawa State. A register of condolence opened at the FCT Police Command speaks volumes of his good deeds as accolades and encomiums continue to pour for the late Deputy Commissioner of Police. He was described as one with virtues of humility, peaceful dedication, and a professional police officer.
The late Usman Umar, my erstwhile Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations, is a wonderful officer. He is an epitome of discipline and integrity. While he was alive and working on levy, he never had reason to rebuke him for one day, because he had some discipline. He knew what he was supposed to do at the right time. He would do it, not to leave room to find him want. He was fair and just. He related well, very well, with his superiors and subordinates. The late Umar Usman, was integrity itself. He wouldn't do anything that would touch on his integrity. He always ensure that he looks in the face and tells you the truth. He's not an infant officer to be swayed by any other consideration apart from professionalism. Late Umar was a true professional. He was a professional to the core. He was a master of police duty and was always striving for perfection. We certainly will miss Nana Umar, but there is nothing we can do. We will love him, and God loves him more. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Umar was a classmate of mine at the police academy. Coincidentally, I resumed at the academy almost on the same date, that was in 1992, and we had remained very close ever since we had passed out from the police academy. And though we had our training at the police college, one thing that every one of us knew about him was that he was an incorruptible officer and a very peaceful officer. He had no enemies known to us. He has no quarreling mates or fighting mates, as the case may be, which some of us cannot boast of. You will never see somebody that will say, we're having issues with him. His humility is beyond description. This is somebody who was killed in cold blood by the Shiites. And typical of him, I remember when I was at academy, I had a problem with one of my classmates. It was on Andy. It was Umar, the late Umar, that brokered peace. He believed in dialogue to resolve issues. Despite the fact that we could see some potentials in this escalating, he felt that dialogue would resolve it. He went to address these people. He went to calm them on the knees to maintain peace. He was unarmed. He was not even wearing camo. He was not even carrying a baton. When he turned, they shot him behind his head and killed him in cold blood. He's a typical example of an officer and a gentleman. He respects anybody that he interacts with. And above all, he was a very pious Muslim.
A very humble, a compassionate, patient, and a fine officer. We really lost Umar. And the memory of Umar will ever remain in our minds. Umar has been a very quiet officer, an epitome of community policy, who always liked to resolve issues based on community policy. I am sure that was why and how DCP UMAR lost his life. He is a lover of peace, and he went there to make peace, to plead with the protesters. He was never confrontational. He was unarmed. So you can see the kind of person Umar was. Nobody will confront this kind of people, at least unarmed, or without basic crash helmets or even body armor. But for the simple reason that he felt he can be able to contain the situation based on community policy by mere using his mouth to plead with them. That was how he was shot and killed by the shared protesters. I will always remember Umar because one thing, I'm very close to him as the Commander of Rapid Response Squad here. If there is any operation, if there is anything, we normally move out together. Unfortunately, that day I was in the office, we didn't go to the Eagle Square together. And whenever you are with Umar, even if you are trying to kind of take something very high, or even try to drop the rule of law, Umar will always calm you down to make sure that at least you go by the rule of the law. And Umar is such a kind of person that one is very, very religious. It's somebody that will always remind you of your religious obligations if you are going astray. I will still remember Umar for that. Umar has been a kind of person who will guide you as a team leader, who will always like to take responsibility in case something goes wrong. Umar has never denied his subordinates. Even if a subordinate goes wrong, Umar will try as much as possible to see that the punishment to that subordinate is mitigated. Umar will never like to give you anything in writing. He will like to call you and warn you. I will continue to remember Umar for such qualities of his. May God Almighty forgive his shortcomings. And may God Almighty give the family the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. And I hope and pray that his families will be taken care of, because he died in the line of duty. He sacrificed his life for peace to reign in the FCT. So no police officer, not even a police officer, no resident of Abuja will forget Umar.
Even his subordinates could not hide their emotions.
Deputy Commissioner of Police Usman Umar was a fine gentleman officer and an officer to the core. A policeman that you really want to come across, and you will go back feeling very, very fulfilled that he has been of immense help to you. He's one of our finest officers, I can assure you. He was very, very committed to his duties. He carried everybody along in the department. But when I was posted here to join him as the Assistant Commissioner of Operations, which means I was being deputized for him, he gave me a free hand to operate along with him. And so also other members, what I met on ground, I saw that every member of the department was looking forward to coming to work every day because the leadership was robust, accommodating, and of course a patient leader who will always listen to both the workers and the people that come in here for one problem or the other. He is such a fellow that you look forward to meeting him every day because you always learn one thing. One, patience, perseverance. He believed that nothing that cannot be dealt with or handled if you are patient enough and if you can actually listen to the parties involved or listen to the issue properly, you will be able to deal with it appropriately and within the confines of the law or the Police Act. So he has always been, he was a fantastic officer to work with. I'm not forgetting the fact that he is my coursemate and my personal friend from our days in the academy. I would say that he will be remembered for his candidness, forthrightness, his ability to be calm no matter the situation, his listening ears, and the fact that he was able to carry everybody along, especially within this department where he was fully in charge. And his ability to deliver any assignment, no matter the circumstance. His calmness in any situation. Just like in what happened to him, he practically walked over with only his PA to go and talk to this, to appeal to them, not knowing that they had a mindset, not believing that they had a mindset to attack or to be more than violent on that. He just went, he just talked to them. He went and looked two of them. So that's his kind of person. He believed that everything can be okay. He never believed that anything can be, that there's anything that cannot be resolved.
Let DCP UMAR, may his gentle soul rest in peace. He is my immediate boss. I report directly to him. And he's somebody I know for the past 25 years. Right from when I was 2-star, ASP 2-star, and he was SP. I know him well, and we served in this command. We have served together in this command. DCP UMAR is very honest, very humble. He always carry us along. He's such a nice person that we never forget with his gentle service and peace. He's somebody that doesn't carry his rank too high. He's somebody that relates with all ranks, in respect of either you are constable, corporal, always give you handshake with any other officer, any other person. He's such a nice person that he doesn't take himself so high.
Oga Umar, to me, is the epitome of humility. Regardless of your rank, he would always come down to your level to communicate with you, to make you feel comfortable wherever he is. He will, as much as possible, ensure that if he's within an environment, he doesn't allow you feel intimidated by the rank. He makes the environment conducive for even his genius. And oftentimes he will even be the one to greet you first before you open your mouth to extend compliments to him. He would, one slogan I know he used often for myself, and I've seen him use them to a lot of officers, a lot of junior officers within the command. He will say Oga. And one thing he will always say is Abro Allah. He's a godly human being. Not just godly in pronouncement, but godly in action, godly in nice style. For a little time I've known him, he's someone you can easily access. And his doors are always open. It won't take him anything to stand up for you as his junior. That's the level to which, that's his level of humility as a person. We're really going to miss him. We're really going to miss someone that has stood as mentor to a lot of us. Because his life was like a school that most of us have been learning from. If you are looking for someone who is humble, he's a perfect example of such. Because you can hardly hear him shout at anybody. I don't think I've seen him in that situation. It's rare for you to see him raise his voice. At all points, he would look for the most subtle way to address issues. Even when you meet him on the workway, he will end up being the one to give you way and ask you to pass through as his junior. As you're coming, perhaps you are coming down the staircase and you stumble into him. He would insist and say he will make a way for you and say you should come and pass. And ideally it's supposed to be the other way. As a junior you give it, he would insist that you should come and pass as his junior. Our earnest prayers is that God will grant him eternal rest. And for his family, that God will comfort them. Actually, a vacuum has been created, not just to his family alone, but to the force and to the society.
Passionate words that best describe a colleague, friend and boss, never to be seen again. Late DCP UMAR held various positions starting from OC Basic Training Police College, Kaduna, DPO Jamare Division in Bauchi State, DPO Kwali, and also DPO Utaku, including several other positions. Before his demise, his last assignment was in company of the Commissioner of Police, where they visited Abaji, Gwagwalada, Kwali and Kuje area councils to meet with the people and introduce officially the command's annual policing plan for 2019. His best asset was his excellent leadership skills, where he maintains calm no matter the situation. Though gone, DCP Usman Umar left legacies and virtues that will remain with the police for a long time. He is survived by a wife and children.